Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play and earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I wanted to share a clip from this past weekend's Splinterlands TV stream on Twitch, where we had a pretty frank conversation about basically doing your own research and really understanding if in Splinterlands you're looking to move out of one asset into another, understand why you're doing so and understand the risks of doing so at the same time. And, it's not always, a wise move to take an L or a loss on paper and make it a real loss to move into another asset just to make a move. Sometimes the best move you can make is holding pat and not making a move at all. But of course, there are times when it does make sense to move out of an asset class into another. And the point of this video is to make sure that you're doing your own research, make sure you're doing your modeling, make sure you know the risks and understand the possible gains and losses that you may be taking on not only today, but in the future, and understanding those risks as well. Because again, moving from one asset class in Splinterlands, whether that be cards or nodes or whatever, Chaos Legion packs in the case of this example that we illustrate today, the point is do your own research, be smart about it, and understand the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. Don't just take an L to do a move, because at the end of the day, you make enough of those losses, those net loss moves, you're going to be like the person in this picture here, seeing your assets slowly dwindle in value over time, and no one wants to see that. So let's hop into the clip. Let's go through some of the data and the details, and until next time, keep stacking those stats. I'll just read through the data. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I do recommend it. I do post interesting tidbits like this in real time that you might find benefits from. So I'll start at the top of the thread here. When the Splinterlands Chaos Legion general sale started on January 19th, 2022, so about 17 months ago, roughly, SPS was 14.9 cents, right? You can see that based on this chart here. Making a pack's effective costs in SPS, 26.84 SPS plus one voucher. And that's important to know as we go through some of these calculations here. And you could sell those same Chaos Legion packs today if you bought those in the general sale 17 months ago for $4 in SPS. You sell those today for 71.47 SPS, which is the equivalent of $1.54 on the secondary market. And by doing so, you would 3 times your original SPS cost or investment. And you, on paper, might think that is fantastic. Trading 26.84 SPS from 17 months ago for the equivalent of 71.47 SPS today. In a vacuum, looks great, right? But this is not a vacuum. Splinterlands is a complex economy and ecosystem, and all assets move, not just SPS token prices or Chaos Legion pack prices. So I continue on. However, just because you can make a move doesn't mean you should make a move. Original Chaos Legion pack buyers could sell their packs in the market now at near all-time low prices. And it's also important to understand other relevant game economy factors and timings. Understanding the underlying math behind your asset moves is important to consider. For example, if a player bought 1,000 Chaos Legion packs during the aforementioned general sale, they would have effectively spent $4,000 plus 1,000 vouchers. And to simplify for this example, we're going to exclude vouchers from the costs analysis. If said player sold their packs now for SPS. They would need SPS to reach 5.596 cents in order to break even on their purchase of Chaos Legion packs from 17 months ago during the general sale. That's a 2.58x on the token price of SPS. Now, if that same said player held their Chaos Legion packs, they would need secondary pack prices to rise to $4 once again to basically break even, which is, surprise, surprise, a 2.59x on current pack prices in the secondary market. So whichever price target said player believes will happen either A, quickest, or B, with more certainty, is arguably the better move to make. There's also speculation of future value appreciation beyond the target price, but that is, of course, speculation. For example, if you think that SPS in a year would be $1, as an example, and you think Chaos Legion pack prices in a year would only be $4, then you should probably move into SPS. But also consider that if SPS were to be $1 a year from now, Chaos Legion pack prices would also likely be much higher than $4. So, what I want to remind the audience is factors that will influence the above include Land 1.5's pending release and earning changes in the next 4 to 7 weeks, pending SPS player staking requirements also going live fairly soon, and the fact that no more Chaos Legion packs are able to be minted because, well, they're sold out. Whatever's left, it's approximately 3.1 million unopened packs, is all you get. And once they're gone, they're gone. Unlike SPS, which continues to be inflationary and continues to mint each and every day. So as you can see, such decisions are not always clear-cut. Make sure you spend time and do your own research. We all want to avoid seeing our assets basically wither away, right? So again, if we just looked at the initial take on this, you could get 3 times the SPS that you paid for packs 17 months ago. But remember that SPS is also worth considerably less than it was when you bought it. And again, the X factor of packs and SPS are relatively the same, 2.58x and 2.59x. So while one seems, without doing the math, to be a better perhaps choice than another, if you do the research and you do the math, it becomes a little bit more of a complicated discussion. So where am I going with all this? My point in all this is spend the time, do your own research. Don't do things willy-nilly because someone on Twitter or someone on Twitch or someone on Splinterlands TV or someone on YouTube says this is a surefire way to get rich. That is not usually a smart thing to do. Do your own research, put the time in, understand what exactly you're trading in or trading out of and the reasons why, and understand the alternatives. Model it, put data next to it, and then make an educated decision. Don't be a lemming.